ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another stream of Chaos Head Noah. Let me double check one thing here. Okay, just making sure the lighting on my camera was where it should be. Okay, so I actually streamed last night, even though I wasn't planning to. And I started on another delusion involving ISA, but I didn't actually make it through the whole delusion yet. So, because then I got off on talking about the whole situation with Zelensky that went down yesterday. But anyway, I don't think I'm going to be talking about that too much today. We're just going to focus on Chaos Head. So, I think basically so far he just went up to the roof with ISA. I guess this is after the concert where she sang. And I think she's thinking about possibly trying to force Takumi to jump off the building with her. Anyway, I tried to shout, but nothing came out. I couldn't say a word. Fess slowly fell backwards. Everything was happening in slow motion. I tried to somehow reach out a hand toward her, but my own movements were in slow motion too. All I could do was watch helplessly as my arms slowly stretched out. Fess's eyes were already closed, and then she vanished from my sight. I knew I was the one who'd created it, but man, what a depressing ending. I guess that was just a sign of how incredible the aura around Fess was. She had this kind of destructive beauty. Not that I had any idea what destructive beauty actually was. LOL, sorry. In the end, I'd gotten sick from the crowd and fled the concert hall. So I'd barely seen any of it, and I never wanted to go again. Now then, time to play some ESO and forget that depressing delusion. Okay, now we're back to the normal. Oh.
Damn.
I mean, literally right after that, we go straight into another one. Alrighty. Let's overwrite this file. Alright, so I think this is the scene where he's kind of like contemplating the whole idea of him controlling a character in a video game and thinking about if he himself is being controlled by some, I guess, being in another dimension that he is unaware of. Red again. And then the monitor was bathed in a bright light. I was caught off guard and closed my eyes. I heard a voice. Oh, is this night? Is this his character in the video game? The voice was coming from the monitor.
俺の中の人がここまでバカだとは思わなかったぜ。
Who are you? I opened my eyes, but the light a moment ago had blinded me. I couldn't see a thing.
もういい。俺はお前を捨てる。これからは自由に生きる。
Was that Neidhart? What did he mean he was going to delete me?
そのままの意味だ。だからお前はバカなんだ。
I made you. You're my character. Are you rebelling against me?
そうだ。もううんざりだ。何が疾風陣雷だ。中二病にも程があるだろ
う。Is he calling him a chuny?
お前にわかるか。俺がどんな気持ちでそう呼ばれていたか。お前はかっこいいつもりだったかもしれないがな。俺からすれば恥ずかしいだけなんだよ。でも俺は自分の言葉を発することもできず、じっと耐えるしかなかったんだ。
うるさい。生意気だぞ。そんなこと言うなら消すぞ。
勝手にしろ。だがな、これだけは覚えておけ。お前が俺をボタン一つで消せるように、お前もお前の中の人にボタン一つで消される程度の存在なんだと。
What was he talking about?
まあ、実際にはそんなことあるわけないけどね。
I chuckled a little at my delusion and stared at Neidhart, who was still standing silently in the world of Basilard. Maybe I'd keep him a little safer than usual today, do less risky things. I started playing once more. Hanging out with his little sis. Ooh, okay, we got a new branch here, it looks like. Okay, so what's going on here? He's at cafe. This whole thing was an act you put on. Shogun is you.
Shogun wa
Oh yeah, here he's recalling what Yua had told him. I remembered Yua's words and looked over fearfully toward room 36. I checked to make sure it was empty when I'd arrived, and since I hadn't heard any sounds coming from within, it probably still was, but it still scared me. I stood up, looked over the partition, and confirmed that it was empty. Relieved, I sat back in my reclining seat. Okay. Small change there. Save. Okay, so this is the first time. Wait, is this the first time he meets Yua? No, I think he had come across Yua a couple times before this, but this is the first time he's like actually kind of interacted with her. And she's demonstrating the D sword for him, so yeah, red.
やはり間違いない。お前、私が見えているんだろ。
はい。
Did she just ask if I could see her? By her, she meant herself, right? Girl B? The one standing in front of me? Suddenly, her face took on a look of sadness, and she knelt down before me. She was now at my eye level, and her gaze seemed like it was pleading with me.
私、誰にも見つけてもらえなくて、どれだけ声を出しても誰にも届かなくて、体はすり抜けちゃうし、寒いし。ほら、見て、私、足も透けちゃって。自分に何が起きたのかさっぱりわからなくて、もう何年も何十年もこの場所をさまよっていたような気がする。
Was she a ghost? Impossible. I didn't have any kind of sixth sense.
ずっと探してた。私を見つけてくれる人。ありがとう。ありがとう。お礼に。お前に取り付いてやる。
What the fuck?
答えろ。見えるんだな。ディソードが。え
I came back to my senses and looked back up at the face of Girl B. She wasn't crying. Her legs weren't transparent. Her hands were normal hands. Just a delusion. But a D-sword? What was that? I'd never heard that word before. It was clear she was referring to the strange sword-like object in her hand. But why did she want to know if I could see it? Alright, on to the next scene. The next delusion, whatever. Okay, yeah, so this is the scene where I think in this scene Miyuki had like just found out that Fess actually goes to their school, and so then he of course tries to like hit on her and stuff. Alright, so we're doing red on this.
そこの君。
はい。
I froze stiff as a board when she spoke to me. There was this otherworldly, unreal aura about her. It made her seem older than me. But she wasn't, was she? She was in my grade. Fess jerked her head in the direction of Misumi to show she was talking about him.
付き合わない方がいいわよ。こんな人とは。
おいおい、こんな人呼ばわりはひどくね？っていうか、こんな人ってどんな人だよ。
鬱陶しい人。
はあ？
Wow. Misumi looked really annoyed. He was glaring at her, but she didn't seem to care about him in the slightest. The mood between them had turned really sour. I didn't want anything to do with it. Fights weren't my thing, whether they were verbal or physical, and if I caused a problem at school, they'd put it on my report card. Maybe I should leave before anything else happens.
何？もしかして岸本さんさ、俺のことバカにしてる？
別に。でも、迷惑よ。
あ、そうなんだ。そういうこと言うんだ、岸本さんって。ちょっとさ、 人のいないところで二人でゆっくり話そうぜ。
Misumi smiled, but his face was twitching with anger. He put his hand on Fess's shoulder. I saw her eyebrows twitch.
触らないで。
そう言うなって。いいからちょっと付き合ってよ。
触らないでって言ってるの。
うっせえな。ついてこいって言ってんだよ。
バカな人。
It only took an instant. I'd been watching the whole thing, and I still couldn't totally tell what had happened. I could see that cool-looking mic stand, or maybe it was a sword, in Fess's hand. I didn't know where it had come from, but Fess swung it like it weighed nothing at all, and the blade flashed in her hands. And... Misumi's left arm had been sliced off at the elbow. There was a huge spurt of blood as his severed forearm and hand fell to the floor, then rolled across the reddening floor of the hallway. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see a thing. I couldn't see her take out the sword. I couldn't see her swing it. I couldn't see it cleaving through Misumi's arm. It had all happened in the time it took for me to blink. The next thing I knew, it was all over. Misumi had collapsed, then picked his arm up off the floor. Now he was desperately trying to reattach his severed arm, as if simply putting it up to his stump would be sufficient. His screams echoed throughout the hallway. The students around us were screaming and running. And Fess, she was calmly watching the panic, sword still in hand. Then she looked at me again. Her red tongue slowly licked her lips, and she smiled, cheeks flushed.
気持ちいい。
That would have been kind of awesome, but it didn't happen. While I was enjoying my delusion, Fess had whispered something and quickly disappeared.
自信なくすぜ。くそ。
Misumi was in a gloomy mood after being completely ignored. If she was able to so easily ignore an approach from a hot guy like him, maybe Fess was a Yuri type. Just say lesbian. It makes it simple.
それはすごくいいスールです。
What the fuck? Her ideal partner would be a lolly type like, say, Nanami. Yep, totally.
あんな不愛想な女、もう二度と相手にしてやるもんかよ。あー、うぜえ。だいたい何が剣を見つけろだ。わけわかんねえ。
剣。
ああ、岸本がそう言ってただろ。剣を見つけろ。そうすれば救われるって。
Salvation?
なあ、タク。ファンタズムの歌にそんな歌詞でもあるのか？
Hey, what's up, Ox? How you doing? The sword. Did she mean that thing I'd just seen in my delusions? The one that looked like a mic stand? Come to think of it, just 2 days ago, somebody else had asked me about a sword. Okay, back to normal. Skipping to the next scene. Alright, so where are we at now? Let's see. So he just got back to his home, looks like. Just when I was about ready to log into ESO, prickling back my neck, same intense gaze. Okay, red.
バレちゃった。
当たり前だ。僕の後ろに立つなと何度言えば。
Huh? Did I just hear a girl's voice? I froze. Had the owner of the gaze finally shown herself? Was that possible? Should I turn around and see who she was? But what if she attacked me as soon as I did? She sounded pretty cute, but what if she was a terrible monster? No, if she was a monster, she might be getting ready to attack me right now. If I didn't turn around, I wouldn't even realize I was dead. Should I try saying something else to see if she answered? It could have just been a delusion, or maybe I'd just been hearing things. You know, like how I always hear my Seraton figure talking to me? Like that. I tried to say, "Who's there?" but I cut myself off. It wouldn't be smart to say anything to set her off, right? I might provoke her into attacking me. I was seeing so many awful things in my delusions that I couldn't move. What should I do? Does Taku sound different? I don't think so. Maybe I was just being an idiot. If there was nobody there and I was just sitting in my chair, scared to death of my own delusions, I'd look like the world's biggest moron.
あれ、タク？固まってる？
It wasn't a delusion. I wasn't hearing things. There was somebody behind me. Shocked, I turned around.
どうもどうも。
Oh yeah. He still thinks she's the demon girl at this point. It was the demon girl. It was the girl I'd seen during the crucified killing. She was right there, sitting on my sofa. For some reason, she was grinning as she looked at me. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. She was here to kill me at last. It was because I'd talked to those cops. She'd used her clairvoyant powers to see me doing it remotely. And now she'd snuck into my room without making a sound, so she could watch me cry and scream and beg for mercy before she killed me. I knew it. Don't kill me, I tried to scream, but I was too scared to get the words out.
コンビーフ？
She stared at me, head tilted, and recited a strange spell. She must be speaking in the demon language. She was going to curse me. I tried to hide under my desk, to put as much distance between us as I could, but I was panicking so much that I hit my head on the edge instead, and crumpled to the ground in pain.
何やってるの、タク？今すっごい音したよ。コツンって。
She still had a happy smile on her face, but it was just a trap to get me to drop my guard. I was sure of it. The second I let my guard down, she would come for me. Or maybe that spell a second ago had cursed me. In a few days, my body could start spouting blood from all its pores, and then I'd die.
頼むよ。殺さないで。
I curled up into a little ball on the floor, cursing the detectives I'd met earlier.
警察に喋ったこと謝るから。
警察？
それに話してもちっとも信じてもらえてなかったし。
That was just a lie I'd told to buy time. The detectives had said they'd protect me. If that older guy was doing his job right, he'd surely send an officer to protect me. Then I realized I'd told the officer my phone number, but I hadn't given him my address. She suddenly struck a pose, like she was at attention. And then even more strange, she made the sound effect of a hand flying up to attention with her mouth. Was this another demon spell?
独り言はやめるべし。殺さないでとか警察がどうとか私には何のことかさっぱりだよ。
She didn't know? Was this some kind of joke? Or was this her way of telling me to forget that anything had ever happened? What was this girl thinking? Hadn't she come here to kill me?
ほら、立てる？立とう。
She got up from the sofa and offered me a hand. Her expression looked so kind, and up close, I could tell that she was pretty cute. Wait, what had gotten into me? She was a demon. She wasn't pretty cute. She was a murderer. She'd used Yua and Shogun to try and set me up. And now she was here to kill me herself. I couldn't let myself believe her. I'd learned my lesson with Yua. I'd never make the same mistake again. I didn't take the hand she offered me. I couldn't let her smile fool me. It was a demonic temptation, and if I gave in to it, I'd die. Don't believe in anything. Don't listen to anything anyone says.
だって見たんだ。お前が人を殺してるとこ。
あのさ、タク、それかなりひどいこと言ってるって気づいてる？まさか殺人犯呼ばわりされるなんてね。ははは。
What was she doing here?
ニュージェネの
Like the other 4 times.
殺すんでしょ。それとも岩とか将軍とかがいる場所に連れてって。
ユア？将軍？誰それ？
Maybe the 3 of them were going to work together and kill me when I was helpless.
そんなの嫌だ。助けて。
じゃあね、私を殺人犯扱いしなければ助けてあげる。
I knew it.
そんなビビらないでよ。いちいち私がへこむようなリアクションしてくれるよね。
お願いだ。 もう二度と誰にも喋らないから。だから見逃して。
もしもーし、タク、ちょっと落ち着こう。
She kept calling me Taku like we were friends. How did she know my name anyway? She'd known my name when we'd first met at the scene of Crucified. How? And how did she know where the base was?
当然でしょ。あなたの名前を知ってるのは。
She read my mind. She had magic clairvoyant powers. I knew it. That's how she found my name and address.
タクって結構独り言多いよね。前から思ってたことだけど。
Always? Since when was always? Wait, was I talking to myself? I couldn't tell. Really? Was I really talking to myself? Or was it possible she was lying? Was it possible she read my mind?
タクの名前を知らないわけないよ。私、物覚えはそんなに良くない方だけど、友達の名前くらい覚えるよ。
Friend?
それともタク、私のことバカにしてる？そりゃ私、テストの点数はそんなに良くないけど。面と向かってそういうこと言われると傷ついちゃうな。
Was she crazy? Wait. How could I be sure she was the crazy one? Was I crazy? Or was she? Is this scene different? Yeah, because it's not skipping over it, so it's got to be different. Although it does seem an awful lot like a scene we've seen before, but
そういえば近いうちに転校生が来るらしいよ。スカチン先生が言ってた。
We were talking past each other. The fear that I could be killed at any moment was starting to fade. But instead, another type of fear was slowly working its way through my heart.
もしもし？その顔はまさか、まだ信じてくれてない？
誰だ
？Who are you? She was the demon girl, a murderer.
タクこそクラスメートの顔を覚えてないんだ。ひどー。
We're classmates? Not just friends, but classmates?
でもまあ、しょうがないか。タクはあんまり学校来ないもんね。だからって、私の存在丸ごとなかったことにするのはどうかと思う。私の名前、本当に忘れちゃった？そんなことないよね。知ってるでしょ？あなたは知ってるはず。
リミ。
そう、正解！賞金50円プレゼント。私、崎畑リミです。なんだ、やっぱり覚えててくれたんだね。よかったよかった。
Why? Was it true? Was the demon girl's name really Rimi? Why had that name just come to me all of a sudden? Why did I know who she was? Had I just forgotten? And we really were classmates or friends or something? No, that was impossible. I'd never even heard the name Rimi Sakihata. It had to be a fake name. I'd said Rimi, and she just played along with it. This was all just part of her game. The only 3D girl I knew who would talk to me like this was Yua anyway. And Yua worked for her. In a flash, I suddenly understood. This Sakihata girl was using the same trick Yua had used. She was being all friendly, knowing that I wasn't used to talking to 3D girls. Then she'd set me up for a trap. Of course, I didn't remember the faces of all my classmates, and I wasn't interested in trying, but I was sure I'd never seen her in my class. Wasn't I? No, I couldn't be sure. Every minute I spent at school, I spent at my desk, either enjoying delusions while pretending to sleep, or staring at the desk, or pretending to read a textbook. I didn't remember any of my classmates' names. I'd never cared enough. Which was it? Was what this girl was saying true? No, it didn't matter whether or not she was a classmate. The one thing I was sure of was that she was a murderer.
もしかして本気で思い出せないの？さっき頭打ったせいで記憶喪失になっちゃった？
The demon girl reached out a hand toward my head. I ran under the desk again to dodge it.
たく、なんだよ。じゃあ、大地に聞いてみて。そしたら、タクも思い出せるかも。
Daichin? What the hell was that? A person's name? Some kind of code? A demon spell?
大地だよ、大地。三角大輔。
She knew Misumi's name? And she called him Daichin. You wouldn't do that unless you were pretty friendly with him.
ちょっと待ってね。
She went over to the bag next to the sofa. It wasn't one that I owned, and took out her phone.
大地はと。よし、オッケー。はい。
She tapped it a few times and handed it to me. When I didn't take it, she chuckled and grabbed my hand.
ほら、固まってないで。
She forced the phone into my hand. The demon girl's hand was soft and a little cold. I was expecting it to be as cold as ice, but it wasn't. I guess even murderers have warm blood running through their veins. Actually, it was a more girly hand than I'd expected, so my heart started to race a little. No, I couldn't let her fool me. She was a demon. I couldn't let her tempt me. I wasn't into 3D girls. Seiraton, give me power!
たく、携帯使ったことないの？電話機は耳に当てるんだよ。
She was so close to me, staring. She took my hand and brought it up to my ear. I looked at the phone's LCD screen. The phone said Daichin on it, and it showed that it was already calling him. I put the phone up to my ear. I could hear the sound of the ringing. Be on 2X? What does that mean? But then the sound cut off, and instead I heard Misumi's voice. Breaker tripped? Okay, wait. Dude, I remember this specifically from the last time we played this. I remember he called Misumi to confirm that he was friends with Rimi. So why is it why is the skip acting like we haven't seen this scene before? This is weird. The person on the phone didn't give their name. They must have been outside somewhere downtown, because I could hear the hustle and bustle of a crowd around them. Oh. I can tell you now, Ox, the stream is definitely not skipping frames or anything on my side, so... Oh, okay, that's what 2x means. You're behind and you're... Okay. Whatever. Rimi Sakihata. Misumi knew her? No, that wouldn't be that surprising. Misumi was a natural-born lady killer. I wouldn't be surprised if he dated her before, or even if he was dating her right now. The question remained, was the demon girl my classmate?
Taku, Daichin deta?
She was staring at me again. Damn it. Why did she have to be so close to me? I turned my back to her and spoke into the phone.
僕西条。
なんだ、バクか。リミと一緒にいるのか？
Why didn't he find it surprising at all? It almost sounded like he expected us to be together.
またリミに振り回されてるのか？大変だな、お前も。でもよ、一つだけ言っていい？お前、そろそろ自分の携帯変えよ。
Oh, here's a fun little trivia fact about me. Would you like to guess what age I was when I got my first ever cell phone? Was the person on the end of this line really Misumi? Oh. $25. No, I wasn't that old when I got my first cell phone. No, yeah, younger than that. It was possible that she was just having me call somebody with a voice similar to his to fool me. The person with the Misumi-like voice was working for her, maybe, and trying to trick me. 14 closer. I was 17 when I got my first cell phone. So I was a senior in high school. What kind of phone was it? Shit, I don't remember. I think it was like some kind of Nokia phone. But I mean, the thing was, like, pretty much everybody else at school, at least in my grade, had already had their cell phones for like a while before I had gotten my first one. I was starting to get suspicious of everything. I didn't know what was the truth and what was a lie. Assuming the demon girl was willing to put in the time and effort to set up a trap like that, what kind of trap was it specifically? Wouldn't it be faster for her to just kill me here? Or was there some reason that I had to be deceived, even if it meant doing so in a really roundabout way? Wait, could it be some kind of trick Misumi was setting up? This girl was his girlfriend, and not a classmate at all, but someone he'd sent just to make fun of me. No, wait, not a chance. How would you explain the crucified murder then?
で、タク、なんか用か。俺としては、野郎からの電話なんてあんま嬉しくねえんだけどな。
It certainly sounded like Misumi. The more I heard them talk, the less likely it seemed that the person I was talking to could be anybody but Misumi.
女の口説き方でも教えてもらいたいのか？なわけねえか。
I wasn't sure where to start. I could feel someone looking at me from behind. The girl was staring at me, and the prickling on the back of my neck was still there. What kind of face was she making? I wanted to look back and see, but I was too scared.
で、なんなんだ？今俺も女と一緒なんだよ。なるべく手短に頼むわ。
その
なんだよ。早く言えって。
うちのクラス。
ああ、うちのクラスがどうした？
いる
何が？
女子。
あ？
先畑って名前の。
I was stammering really badly, but I finally managed to explain to him. He suddenly fell silent. There was no answer. But I could still hear the bustle of the crowd, so he hadn't hung up. Why wasn't he answering? I heard a massive sigh.
お前さ、ゲーム脳じゃねえの？
What was he talking about? And anyway, it wasn't true that video games damage your brain.
それって意味のことだろ？意味の携帯でかけてきてるくせに何バカなこと言ってんだお前。わかった。お前もしかして意味に何か指図されてんだろ？いたずらかドッキリか？じゃあリミに伝えといてくれ。お前の低レベルのドッキリに引っかかる。俺はバカじゃねえ。
本当
何が？
本当にクラスメイト。
お前な。たまにしか学校来ねえから忘れちまったか？俺はともかく、お前は1年の時から同じクラスだろ。この前だって3人で一緒に映画見に行ったじゃねえか。
Yeah, I feel like this is another thing, this part right here, that didn't really get explained in the first playthrough. How is it that... How is it that Takumi never had any memories of Rimi, and then all of a sudden she was like his longtime friend? Yeah, that never got really explained. So, I don't know. Maybe this playthrough it'll get explained more. I couldn't understand what this Misuki-like person was saying. The demon girl and I had been in the same class the whole time? The three of us went to see a movie the other day? When was the other day?
俺がお前とダチになったのだって、最初はリミに付き合わされたのがきっかけだったしな。俺と同じで、リミも物好きだからよ。ニートのお前を気にかけてやってるのは、世界広しといえど、俺とリミぐらいだぜ。あ、それは言い過ぎか。
Not a single one of the words coming through the phone felt real. How could they? None of the things he was describing existed in my memories. I couldn't accept that they'd ever happened. What this Misumi-like person was telling me wasn't true. It wasn't real. If something really happened, you remembered it. Wait a sec. They must have misspelled his name here. Misuki instead of Misumi. That's funny. Yeah, anyway. U.S. parents forgot her twin sister. I don't know.
っていうか、リミってマジで女っ気ないよな。これはあいつには言うなよ。
君は誰だ？
おいおい、マジでおかしくなったか？俺のことまで忘れたわけか？ゲームにありすぎ。
I couldn't take anymore, so I hung up the phone. I suddenly realized that I was having trouble breathing. The sweat coming off my brow showed no signs of stopping. If anything, it was getting worse. I could feel it dripping off me and landing on the ground below.
たく、汗びっしょりだよ。
No, he's using Rimi's phone. He doesn't have his own phone yet. The demon girl looked genuinely worried as she handed me a handkerchief. It was a cute red one with no pattern on it. The handkerchief had a slightly floral scent. I didn't take it. Instead, I tried to get straight in my head what was going on. It didn't work, though. I just started getting suspicious of everything.
で、大臣はなんて？
She sighed in slight disappointment as she put away the handkerchief before a victor's smile crossed her face. It was as if she'd known the answer from the start. I didn't have the strength to answer her. No. Rimi gave Takumi her phone so that he could call Misumi. Who was this woman? Just my classmate? Or a monster? I didn't know. Maybe I was just crazy. Thinking back to my chat with Shogun, I couldn't be sure that somebody wasn't controlling my body. Or maybe there was some kind of accident that took my memories of this Rimi Sakihata girl away from me and left my other memories intact. Said Bomb promised to protect him. What the hell was wrong with me? Amnesia? Sleepwalking? Something else?
大丈夫？体、辛いならソファーで横になる？
Gonna put an officer on him. Well, all he would... Now, he said Bon promised to protect him, but then right after that he realized that he never gave Bon his address, so there was no way Bon could go by his place. The demon girl spoke kind words to me. I needed to be especially careful around anyone who said kind words to me. Anybody who'd be nice to a creepy otaku like me definitely had some kind of ulterior motive. I shook my head no and then forced myself to look up. The sweat got in my eyes and made my vision blurry. Her face was closer than I thought it would be. What color were her eyes?
なんで
何何？
ここにいる
Yeah. No, you're saying Bon promised to protect him, but he only gave Bon his phone number, didn't give him the address. That's correct.
なんでって、タクに会いに来たんだよ。もしかして勝手に部屋に入ったこと怒ってる？でもそれはタクがちっとも返事してくれないから悪いんだよ。結構長い時間ノックしてたんだから。
I handed back the phone. As I watched her take it, I asked again.
なんで
ん？今度は何？
ここにいる
Why had she visited me? If she came here to kill me, why wasn't she doing anything? Oh. Now we're back to text we've seen before again, apparently. Okay. Well, I gotta be honest, I don't know what in that scene was different from when we saw it the first time. I don't know why the skip function didn't just go straight through that scene, but whatever. Okay, so now let's see, where are we here? Okay, this is okay. So this is this is when he tries to go to the hospital for the second time, and second time he goes, he doesn't get assigned to Dr. Takashina, so he decides to just run away from the hospital after that. So yeah. And I thought back to Fess, to Ayase Kishimoto, and what she told me when I'd met her at school. I'd been too busy with my delusions to hear it, but Misumi had told me she'd said this: "Find the sword and salvation awaits." Okay, another random thing here. Okay, wait, is find the sword and salvation awaits new? Hold on, let me double check something. Oh, wait. No, you're right, Ox. That's right. I forgot. He had gotten a cell phone by this point. You're right. Yeah, because otherwise he wouldn't have been able to give Bon a phone number. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot. That's my bad. Yeah, I remember it did skip through the scene where Nanami picked out a phone for him earlier. I just forgot. Okay, finally. So why did Nanami want him to get a phone of his own? Just so that he could communicate with his family? Alright, so we finally got the first appearance of Kazupi here. And I think I said we're gonna try and do the Kazupi route first. So, I am going to do the green delusion this time, and we'll see if that has the desired effect. If only she was some kind of hero sent to defeat the demon girl for me. Rimi's potential presence was weighing on me so heavily, I was starting to wish for the impossible. My entire life was slowly being taken over. At this rate, I was sure to be killed soon.
だから私が来たの。
The transfer student whispered, staring into my eyes. Did that mean...
たくみくん、私はここに殺すために来ました。悪魔を滅ぼします。
What's the deal with the color delusions? That's how you're supposed to get the other endings in this visual novel. Apparently you have to do the delusions in a specific way in order to get certain endings. At least that's what that one dude explained to me. And sounds like he's already played this visual novel, so I'm taking his word for it. Do we have access to this before? Yes, but when I started playing this, I had no idea what it was for. I didn't know until that guy explained it to me. But by the time he had explained it to me, I was already well into the story, so I decided to just continue ignoring it for the first playthrough. The transfer student's eyes were teary, but there was an intense power in them. She looked so weak, but her words felt strong. She must have looked like a crazy person to the rest of the class. The other students were all staring at her, uncertain how to react to her strange words. But in my heart, I was overjoyed. I was saved. Some exorcist organization must have sent her to defeat Remy for me. Hooray! Go get her, please!
タク、騙されないで。
What the fuck? I could hear the fear in Remy's voice from behind me.
その転校生の狙いは私じゃない、タクだよ。その子の言うことを聞いちゃダメ。悪魔さん、惑わすのはやめなさい。あなたはここで終わりです。悪魔はあなたでしょ。
うるさいな。
I didn't really care which of them was the demon anymore.
僕はブラチューと演奏をして毎日を平穏に過ごせればそれでいいんだ。お前たちがどうなろうか知ったことじゃない。とりあえず2人で殺し合ってくれると助かる。で、相打ちで2人とも死亡ってエンディングを希望。
Tension filled the room at my words. A transfer student whose name I didn't even know, and a demon girl who wasn't even part of this class 2 days ago. The two were glaring at each other from the front and back of the classroom, ready to launch themselves into battle. Now, Ox, so since I'm skipping all the texts that we've read through already, pretty much the only thing we're seeing right now is delusions. So...
いいよ。タクの言う通りにしてあげる。私も異論はないです。殺してあげろ。暗殺者。あなたを殺します、悪魔さん。
The two flung themselves into an epic battle. Which, of course, never actually happened. Okay, see how that was just a delusion, right? And now the delusion has ended and he's back in reality here. The transfer student was still standing there, timidly, not saying a word. Rimi wasn't screaming or crying. I didn't even know if Rimi was actually here in the room. The class started to murmur louder as it became clear that the transfer student wasn't going to say a word. The teacher gave her a reassuring pat on the shoulder.
どうやら折原は緊張しているようだな。よし、挨拶はいい。みんな、この子は折原梢だ。仲良くしてやってくれ。折原、席は一番後ろだ。席についていいぞ。
The transfer student bowed silently and started to walk toward me. Her seat would be 4 rows behind me. I thought about pretending to follow her with my eyes as she walked, so I could look back and see who was there. But if I did, I'd stand out a lot. Some DQN might see me and say, "Don't stare at the transfer student just because she's cute." Then they'd try to beat me up. Holy fuck, dude. If somebody beats you up just for something like that, like, they need to just, like, be put away, dude. What should I do? Turn around? Or wait until homeroom ended? My head drooped as I squeezed my fists tightly. It was no good. I didn't have the courage. If I turned around and saw her...
その人って
Huh?
悪い人なの？だったらね、本当に殺してあげてもいいよ。
The transfer student passed by me. I gasped and looked up at her. Our eyes met, but she quickly turned away and passed me by. That voice... It was a delusion, right? Maybe I was under so much stress I was starting to lose sight of the distinction between delusion and reality. In the end, I stayed there trembling in my seat, without the courage to look around. I focused on trying to calm my fear of Rimi, who I was sure was watching me. Alright. Back to normal and back to another delusion. Alright. I think we're gonna stop Chaos Head here for tonight, but we'll go ahead and switch over to some VTuber clips, reactions. Let me get that here. So we got oh man, Ririka is doing an English only stream. I had been wanting to watch a stream of hers just to see what she was like, but shit. Oh, by the way, who's Rurika? She's a newer VTuber that came out in Hololive. She's part of the Regloss generation or I don't know. It's weird. They have like two different names. They're called Regloss and they're called Device too. Which, yeah, she's playing Poppy Playtime. Yeah. Anyway, Zane, did you happen to? No, not English. She's Japanese, but I guess she speaks English to some extent. Anyway. Did you, Zane? Did you happen to watch that violin VTuber I was talking about the other day? Oh, that's weird. Also, Shiori is streaming right now. Oh, you did? Dude, she is pretty good, pretty damn good at violin, dude. I was pretty impressed. Like, honestly, she's probably a better player than me. So. No, I'm not getting censored. I just haven't switched my thing over yet. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. So let me pull up the latest streams that I got here. I mean clips, not streams. Good Lord. Dude, I don't know what the deal is lately, but I just get tired like really easily. It's fucking annoying. I don't know if my quality of sleep is suffering or what the fuck is going on, but you should collab with her. Bruh. All right, here we go. Flip my camera around. All right, so our first Face Connect has some really good talents. Yeah. Yeah, I might try to watch a little bit more of her going forward. Apparently that violin stream also had like more viewers on it than she typically gets. So anyway, our first clip for tonight is Kanade is utterly dumbfounded by Callie talking in 5x speed.
ラッパーさんって早口言葉得意ですか？トングツイスト。
Oh, speaking of Regloss, this is another Regloss girl right here, Kanade.
で今日カリオペ先輩のために練習してきました。
いいね、聞きたい。
はい、聞いてください。Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. A pickle pepper Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, where's the pack of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked?
すごい、偉いね。めっちゃよかった。
できてなかった。
I mean, that was actually pretty good for somebody whose first language is not English.
大丈夫、大丈夫。めっちゃよかった。私もペコペコ聞こえた。ペコペコ、ペコペコ、うさでペコペコ。
カリオペ先輩って結構楽にできたりするんですか？
まあまあできると思うんだけど。うん、やってみようか。
いいんですか？
OK です。
Well, Mori is a rapper after all, so I mean, she better be very good at saying shit like this fast, because I mean that's pretty much what rappers do, right?
頑張ります。はい、行きます。Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
すごい
Mori is just too good.
めちゃめちゃスラスラだ
そうだね。なんかアメリカのみんな知ってると思うそれ。
Well, no, hold on a sec. She says everyone in America knows this. I've only ever heard the first part of that. The Peter Piper, whatever. What was it? Peter Piper picked hold on, go back.
Pickled peppers. A peck of Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled.
Picked a peck of pickled peppers. I'd never heard the rest after that before. So, yeah.
Peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Where's the peck of pickled peppers?
I have never heard the if part of it. I've only heard the first line of that before, honestly. So.
そうだね。なんかアメリカのみんな知ってると思うそれ。
すごいピルパイパーピルパイパーめっちゃ
ネイティブだからネイティブだから
すごいこれがラッパー
まあラッパーできると思うんだけど、そう早口ラップできないラッパーもいます、ね、
そうなんだ
早くないラップもあるからね、ちょっとなんかチルバイブスで、早口じゃなくてスローチル
カリオペ先輩の End of Our Life っていう
Was that crazy? I mean, not if she practiced it. If she practiced it, yeah, it makes sense that she'd be able to do that.
曲がすごい好きなんですけど
そうだね。
Yeah, End of a Life. That's my favorite Mori song.
早口ラッ
Yes.
プあんまりないその曲でね。
なるほど
ゴジラじゃないから。
It's not Godzilla.
ゴジラって知ってる？
ゴジラは知らないです
エミネムのゴジラっていう曲があって、めちゃめちゃ速い部分がありますね。
なるほど。エミネムさん。
みたいな感じ。
もう一回。
Fill him with the venom and eliminate him. Mother was a minute, made him. I don't want to hurt him, but I did him in a fit of rage and murder. And again, nobody will have it. From the今できないけど、私やったことあるカラオケで何回も練習してたから。すご
い。
でも最近今練習足りないから。練習が必要練習。
何にも聞き取る。もう早すぎて。
英語話せる人もわかんないと思うんだけど。
すごかった。
ありがとう。ありがとうございます。
すごい。彼もできるようになりたいです。できるかな。
You can。できると思う。なんか。
Just rap Japanese, like.
練習が必要。それだけ。時間かかると思うんだけど、例えばカリオペはなんか5時間6時間ぐらい。
Wait, remember the clip where I can't remember which Japanese Hololive member it was, but she talked really fast in Japanese and like for a really long time too. She was just going like really fast. I can't remember who that was in that clip, but oh, dude, Zane, you're not an Eminem fan? Shit, I used to be a big Eminem fan back in like high school and shit.
何回も繰り返してカラオケでできた。そう。
すごい。
90% できた。
5時間じゃ無理だ。からでは。
Oh, okay. So this next clip I got saved is actually not a VTuber clip. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, never mind. Forget I said that. That's the next clip after this one. Okay. Our next, our next clip here is Will Miss You, Selene. Pretty short. It's just 30 seconds.
I wonder, when did you go?
I went like last month.
Maybe you...
Idiot.
Lambo! Does it get... yeah, we're gonna have to be that rude to move it now, just kidding. Yeah, idiot, God, don't you know? And thank you for watching. So please subscribe. Thank you. ありがとう。
I didn't know that Ame had collabed with Selene before. Like, I kind of figured after hearing the stuff about Mume and Selene that they probably collabed at some point, but I didn't know Ame had. Anyway, okay, so this next video I got saved here is actually not a VTuber clip. This is some Genshin Impact animation that somebody made, but I saved it because I figured Zane would probably like this. So here we go. This video is called "Uh-oh, Magic Show Gone Wrong." Oh yeah, this one's kind of loud for some reason. I think Nuvalette liked what he saw there. Hold on. Skip this real quick. Alright, I think this is... I think this is the last clip that I got saved here. Alright, this is Mokoko broke everyone with her fan service. Okay, hold on. This one's kind of quiet, so turn it up.
You want me to see this? Yes. Okay, you have to close your eyes, okay? I mean, you're gonna hear it with your ears, but it makes me feel better, okay? You promise to close your eyes. Don't laugh at me, okay? It makes me feel better, okay? Close your eyes. Don't max the volume, okay? Don't max the volume.
Wow, that was the fan service? 2? That was her fan service? Alright, what else? Got any clips you would like to suggest for me to react to? Actually, I'll be right back. You can think of clips for me to react to while I take a quick break here. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. Wrong thing. Okay. Beirut explains why you shouldn't. Oh, yeah, I think that one came up on my recommendeds, but I didn't watch it. So, let me see. Beirut. Good lord. Beirut explains why you shouldn't get married.
Don't get married, okay?
Oh, wow, this one's like 6 minutes long. Okay. All right, here we go.
Hey, this is what is waiting, and this is all it is, okay?
Wait, so what's the story about the speedwagons?
You explain it to her about the poor merchants that were supposed to do business with me instead.
Nothing happened.
Did you steal from Iris?
No, I
Flashback.
Did you just throw a ball?
No, I didn't. It was an accident.
What the fuck?
Where's my ride? No, not my dear. My dear did nothing wrong.
I'm exploring without you.
Chat told me to do it.
You're blaming your chat now.
Yes. What are you laughing at? What's going on? What? What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
That's so suspicious. What? Do I need to go back to my base to check what's going on? Oh my god, the guard is at my base.
Oh, you're screwed.
Oh no, it's okay. My pals killed them for me, but it's funny that it came all the way to the base to catch me.
If only there was a green merchant there for you.
Where's the green merchant? The green merchant is not there. Wait, did you catch the green merchant? Did you catch the green merchant?
This is what you get.
My green merchant. Why did you take away?
Stealing two of the pals that I wanted.
No, one of them was what I was aiming for to begin with.
Paris?
Yes.
Do you not remember King Packer?
King Packer? I didn't catch the King Packer. What are you talking about? I didn't, right? No, I didn't.
I recall you throwing balls at King Packer though.
I didn't catch it though. I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I don't even remember the King Packer fight. You're fire guessing me, aren't you?
We fought King Packer together.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
I caught it, but you threw balls at it.
No, we didn't. You don't need 2 green merchants, right? Right.
Nah.
Where is the green merchant? Where's
Is there even another green? Wait, what?
God, this is so far. Really?
Are you still trying to get the green?
Hey man, marriage ain't disappointing
still
if
trying
you
to get
never
there,
get
yeah.
married.
Okay. You better not. No! Wait! No, Ray, don't sit on me! I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill you!
Wait, why is she not moving there? Why is she just a still image?
I got you a different crown.
I forgive you.
End of flashback.
Was she having technical difficulties with her model or something?
And you know what? I thought it was only fair to repay her, so we went on a race to see who could reach the second green merchant faster.
That's evil. That is evil. Evil business.
Well, this wouldn't have happened if you just didn't steal the cat from her. So honestly, at the end of the day,
that cat wasn't even close to the worth of those 2 green merchants.
It's the principle of stealing something when I was working hard to get it.
It wasn't even a strong boss.
Do you need both?
No, she doesn't. No, she does not need both.
Wait, can Iris talk to them?
No.
She can't?
I don't think so.
I think if she comes to the base, she can interact with them.
You have the audacity to tell me I have invited on
You
my own
don't
after
get this game.
monopolize all of the
Well, I think the bottom line is, if you don't like Pokemon, you're probably not gonna like this game. And I've never liked Pokemon, so I don't really care
That changes everything.
about Pal World either. So.
You forgave me after I gave you the crown and 100.
Oh yeah, Ark. Yeah, yeah. That's another game that Pal World's been compared to as Ark.
Maybe you should improve your that sounds like a skill issue.
No, it's not even a skill issue. No, I do headshot. I headshot all the time. I probably headshot more than you do, but still.
Koseki Bijou.
Yes.
Don't get married, okay? This is what is waiting, and this is all it is, okay? Nothing. It's not all glamour. You have to deal with you just have to deal with.
It's not
so
even.
many
This
things.
is not even that sort of problem.
Okay, give me back the crown. You don't want. Okay, you don't want. Okay, come on. All right, give me back the crown.
These
Oh,
women
no.
are making me
King and
homicidal.
queen crown. Give me back the crown.
The crown? No. Because even if I were to give back the crown, I would never be able to get the crown back because you have
I would have to agree, though. I don't think I could take a full stream of that shit going on. Ugh. So. All right, man. Well, I think that's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Their heads are going to blow up. Yeah. Yeah, I can honestly say I have never once in my entire life argued as much as what we just saw in that one clip with anybody ever. So, yeah. Anyway. So tomorrow I should get my my new solid state drive. The question is, I mean, I have to basically download a, what is it, like 80 gigabyte game, because I'm not going to be able to get it until after work, and then I have to download the game, and if it's 80 gigs, it's going to take a while to download it. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to have it installed in time for a stream tomorrow. So, we'll see. If I can get Cyberpunk 2077 installed in time for a stream tomorrow night, then I will stream Cyberpunk. If not, then we'll just do some more Chaos Head Noah. Said they were gonna throw a... Well, bro, what kind of fucking friends you got, dude? uh Oh, dude, I just remembered. There was one thing that I forgot to mention yesterday during the chat about the Selene situation. And that was there was this really interesting incident that happened while Selene was in the hospital. Okay, so Zane, maybe you saw this too, but apparently after Selene had already been admitted into the hospital, there was a tweet on her Twitter account that said something like, I'm in the hospital for an accident, right? And then just yesterday we found out that she attempted to commit suicide, and that was why she was in the hospital. So that's a contradiction, right? Like how could she tweet no, I hadn't talked about this specific thing. How could she tweet this was an accident and then like a month later go, "Oh, I attempted suicide." And I think I think everybody's pretty much convinced that that tweet that she made when she said it was an accident was not her, which makes sense because she was in the hospital. Like, would she have been able to tweet that out? Plus, on top of that, that was during the time when Niji Sanji had said they had restricted Selene from being able to access her Selene accounts, like on Twitter and YouTube and shit. So, what that means is that somebody from Niji Sanji fucking went on Selene's Twitter and tweeted that she was in the hospital because of an accident. Like, bro, is that not just the lowest of the fucking low? I mean, unreal, dude. I mean, what the fuck? During the end of year Hollow stream. I don't know what you're talking about, Ox. I'm talking about something completely different. No, but like, I mean, just imagine being that fucked up where you're some like corpo working at a talent agency and you literally go on the talent's fucking Twitter and lie, impersonating them and lie, say, "Oh, it was just an accident." Imagine if that got out. What do you mean? It is out. We know. I mean, this is pretty much like considered fact at this point. Because there is no way that was Selene herself that said it's just an accident. Like, she would have had to have like somebody from Niji Sanji like literally like holding a gun to her fucking head while she tweeted that out if that was Selene. Nah, dude, Niji Sanji, I just don't see how they fucking survive this shit, dude. I just don't. I mean, maybe they die a slow death because, you know, a few of their VTubers will still kind of hang on and still stream under Niji Sanji for a while. But I don't see how like anybody is gonna want to join Niji Sanji as a new VTuber after this. Like, no, it was no. Okay, look, these VTuber agencies, they control their talents like social media accounts, okay? So like obviously the talent can go on their social media accounts and make tweets and all that stuff, but you better believe the corporate people also keep access over those accounts. Like, they don't just let the talents do whatever they want on their social media. So yeah, I mean, somebody from Niji Sanji is going to have access to any of the VTubers' Twitter accounts, and that's what they did. Like, after Selene was admitted to the hospital, and they even said this themselves. They said they restricted Selene from being able to access her own social media. So that means that only them alone had control over the accounts. So so it wasn't that it got hacked. It was literally just some corpo at Niji Sanji who had access to her account like from the beginning that went on there and impersonated her. Has not been taken to court. I think she's actually got, or at least trying to get a lawsuit going against them for well, not for that specifically, but for the music video takedown thing. I think she's actually like trying to bring a case against them. Which I think is probably a big reason why they made that statement announcing her termination the way that they did, because they know that she's like trying to sue them and shit. So Dark Company, dude. I mean, they've definitely got some fucked up people working for them. That's for sure. I don't know. Like, I actually saw I saw like a clip of Moist Critical. He actually did a brief kind of reaction to the Selene termination controversy. And I think he's misinformed a bit about VTubers, because he said something to the effect of, "Oh, all VTuber agencies are like that." where like they'll screw over their talents and only pay them like 2% of like merchandise sales and all that shit. And that's literally not true. Like I don't know where Moist Critical got his information from, but I think there may very well be some like smaller VTuber companies that do shit like that, but like the bigger companies, that's not really the norm. Like Hololive treats their talents way better than Niji Sanji does. Hell, I mean, even like probably like V Shoujo does too. Probably even like Phase Connect and Idol treat their VTubers better than Niji Sanji. So some kind of cover up. Well, I guess that's ultimately what this is. Yeah, Niji Sanji tried to cover up what Selene what happened with Selene, but I don't know how they thought that this shit wasn't gonna get out. Like, how did she attempt it? She doesn't. She hadn't gotten into like details yet about it. She's supposed to have a stream tomorrow, and I don't know if she's gonna talk about it there or what. But I don't know. I would imagine like shortly after attempting to commit suicide, you're probably not going to be too privy to talking to people about the details of it. So it wouldn't surprise me if she stays silent on that for a little while at least. But do we know why? Because she was bullied. Because of all the shit that happened with Niji Sanji, like ruining all her personal projects and shit, like taking the music video down. And there's still a lot that's up in the air as far as the bullying, like who did the bullying. That hasn't been answered yet. We don't know if Niji Sanji's trying to claim that it was some of the other VTubers that were bullying her, but nobody's really believing them at this point. I mean, I don't know. I suppose it's possible that other VTubers and Niji Sanji were bullying Selene. But at this point, we just don't really have anything concrete to go off of. So she might try and clear some of that up in the stream tomorrow. I'm hoping she does, because I do want to know more about the like what actually happened. So but yeah, dude, Niji Sanji, dude, holy fuck. They actually are like just fucking low lives over there, dude. Just absolute fucking scum. More of a risky self-harm sort of meme. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Niji Sanji, at least the EN branch is really going to have a hard time going forward, man, because there's going to be a lot of people that aren't going to be willing to do business with them anymore. They're they're going to lose talent. They're going to not be able to recruit any new talent. It's looking really, really bad for them right now. Yeah. Is suicide that hard to get right? And Ox, I mean, we can sit here and speculate about how she tried to do it, but I mean, whether it was just some kind of silly, she cut her own wrist or something, or whatever. Either way, I mean, I feel really bad for her. Even if it was just like something stupid that she tried to do, like just the fact that she was so down on her own life that she would even think about doing something like that is just really horrifying to me. So anyway, 4 months tops. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we can speculate on the nature of their downfall. Um, that seems at least somewhat inevitable at this point. But yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream now. So, I guess we can talk about it some more tomorrow if y'all want. But yeah. Please continue to support me and come to my streams, please. Hopefully we'll start Cyberpunk tomorrow, but if not, definitely Thursday we should be able to. I mean, either way, I'm streaming tomorrow, whether it's Cyberpunk or more Chaos Heads. So yeah. All right, guys. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.